My name's Ujjwal Choudhary, and I've been studying bachelor's in computer science engineering. I just finished my second year, and I'm in Anglia Ruskin University, which is situated in Cambridge.
Can you tell us your hometown?
Yeah, it's Ghaziabad, which is near Delhi in India, in the north part of India, because India is pretty big.
So that would make you an international student.
Yes, I am an international student.
Hey, can you tell us about your YouTube channel?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is also about student help, vlogging, and every other type of work.
Okay. Could you remind us of the course you're currently studying?
I'm studying bachelor's in computer science engineering, which is obviously going to be like really good in future and going to be the advancement of the world after a while. So yeah, it's better to get into it now and then start learning new things later.
So
So
you
that's why I
briefly
chose it.
oh that's why you chose your course. And so far you're 2 years into your course. What have you thought about your course?
I just like I've thought before getting into it, I thought like it was gonna be amazing, of course. And because when we do something, we don't want to get bored. We always want to be fascinated by the things we try, such as even if the hardware, even if the software. We I did not do that before. So now that I do programming, I do stuff, and now I know like okay, I'm still like getting into something. So I am happy that I chose this course, no matter what happens later. And this course has been amazing, given so many opportunities in the world for future for sure. So
Hey. So as a UK student, you would do A levels. Well, how does it work in India for applying for university?
So in India, we have 12 grades from when you are a kid and then when you grow up. We have 12 grades. So the A levels is equivalent to 12th grade we have there, which is also is like after that you get into college or university. They're both the same things for us because when you get into college or university, you graduate. And once you graduate, you try to go to masters and go your further studies, PhD, etc., etc. Just like you guys do here is like A levels, and then you go into sixth form college, and then you get into university or something like that if you want to study ahead. So we don't have it like that. We have pretty simple. It's like 12, and then after 12 we get into university directly.
Okay. And what do you think the best subjects are for your course?
For my course, mathematics, of course. In A levels, they teach higher mathematics, which is important. And English, of course. Other than that, computer, if they have fundamentals of computing or something like that related to it. Otherwise, generally, they have physics, chemistry, stuff like that. Bio, of course, we don't need biology right now. So, yeah.
Okay. And could you remind the university you're currently studying at?
Sorry.
Could you remind us of the university you're currently studying at?
Yeah. I'm studying in Anglia Ruskin University.
What are the best and worst thing? What is the best and worst things about studying at your university? Starting off with the worst.
So I think the worst is basically nothing but managing it with working part time. So that's basically somewhat like you have classes and then you get assignments and then you have to take care of everything probably as an international student because you're independent. But best things are so far that teachers are quite good. They are frank. You can ask anything you want, and universities is are helpful for international students most of the times, that if they think that this is what a person need. For example, if you tell them that you're not feeling well, they would always have a counselor, or maybe they would always have a doctor to see you and tell you what's the problem, to counsel you or something like that. So yeah, they're quite helpful for international students and have been helpful for me as well, I think, so far. So yeah.
And what are the best things about studying at university? Look, the worst things. Because you just mentioned the best things.
Yeah, well,
Now, what are the
worst
worst things?
worst is, as I said, that there is nothing worst for me personally, because I did not feel really like there was something which was missing, because what I'm doing is they have enough modules. they have enough opportunities in future for those modules. The only thing is that somewhat I felt like the lab work we used to do,
Mhm.
it could have been improved a little more. So, for example, they give you certain program to work on, but they always give instructions. So I always felt like there were more instructions. They could have been less, and
Okay.
we could have still done it maybe. So yeah, that was
Okay.
the thing.
If we now go to the accommodation, where did you stay in your first year?
I stayed in on campus student housing from my university side.
And what was it like? What's the vibe? Is it fun, bad? What's it like living on a student campus while at university?
Well, the place I lived was luckily quite good. I did not expect it before coming. It was a house actually. It was near university, and I did not know that they have halls called houses. Like halls and houses are the same thing for universities.
Okay.
But I did not know that, and there were like so many people from so many countries, and the room was pretty big for me. I think I was lucky, I guess, because the friends I've had and so far that we've spoken about this stuff, they always say that they always got medium size room. But yeah, I got like pretty good room as well as a roommate at that time because I stayed with a girl who was from Portugal. And it was pretty fun because we used to like do stuff together, all of these students sometimes like get together a little and maybe watch a movie night or something like that. So it was pretty fun actually in started in 6 months. Did not expect that from uni.
Okay. And where did you live in your second year?
I live still near the university, but it has nothing to do with university this time. I found the place on my own, and it is like 5 minutes walk from my uni, and
Okay.
it is quite inexpensive as well. I think again I got lucky after searching for such a long time.
Okay.
I
So
got this place.
if we look at your accommodation and we look at your first year, what kind of vibe was the accommodation? Was it more of a party or a study? So is it on, if we look at the spectrum?
Well, when I came here, certainly I did not study immediately, of course, because when I came here, had this in mind that I have to, explore first where I'm going, how the place is, how Cambridge was. And since I have already heard about Cambridge a lot, that
Mhm.
Cambridge is gonna be a nice place and it's old as well. Plus, it's student hub. Cambridge University is here, so it was a lot of things, and I did not study. It was quite, I don't party much as well, so I did not as such partied much, but I did not like, studied like too much study as well at that time. It was like in the middle for me, so just used to work part time and maybe, as I said, get together with the inside the house with the housemates, and sometimes that's also. So yeah, there was not much of any of those things. It was in the middle for balance for me, I guess.
Okay. Now, if we go into the university area, obviously pre-COVID, what was the nightlife like?
Nightlife was amazing here. Not me because I in in these 2 years I haven't been to club much.
Mm,
But the people for my friends, they used to like go out party a lot, and it was pretty fun because I've been like 4 or 5 times or something like that. So I used to really like it, but because I'm not that of a kind of a person who just can stay in a club for a long time.
mm.
I still need peace. So yeah, I used to go for some hours and then come back. But my friends used to party, and it was pretty fun. But now that some clubs are closed because of COVID, I hope it still would be same, I guess. Can't say anything right now about it.
Okay. And if we go into the shops, so like your food shops, could you get, as an Indian student, do you feel like you have access to all the food, drinks, obviously different kind of uniques, let's say, like things you would get probably back in India? Do you think you can get them in the UK, certain shops, or do you think you're kind of limited to what you can get?
If you talk about cooking, for example,
Hmm.
so most of the international students cook themselves because I don't think it's good idea to just order every time from outside every day. So everybody cooks, and I think the bigger problem we always face is about spices for Indian people. We always like spicy food. So in starting, before coming here, I always thought that they would not have that much available there, basically in UK. But when I came here, I got to know that they have almost everything we need. Only difference is of price, actually. That of course what we have in India is cheaper, and what they have here is like a little expensive. But we can say that is because of the countries as well, because that is what we eat on the daily basis there, and they import it here, so of course it's going to be a little expensive. But other than that, if you don't look at the price, I kind of managed to get everything I need, especially for cooking stuff, and maybe a little more different type of, because I think they import from all around India, and
Hmm.
since I'm from north part, I would get mine as well, as if I want to experiment in my cooking, so I can get South India spices as well. So that was
What
cool. Cool.
what's the shop to get the best Indian spices?
Here we have so many Asian shops actually. There is a shop called Alamein. There is a shop called Nipin. They all are like not far from university, because Cambridge is not really big, so everything is closer, and they have so many shops actually in different parts of Cambridge in different postcodes. So I mean, so many of them speak the same language, so it makes even more sense to just ask what we ask, because they know what we are looking for sometimes. So yeah.
If we now go into general advice, what general advice would you give to first year? What general advice would you give to first year Indian students wanting to study in the UK?
I would say that when we come from India, we always think, you know what, we can rest. We just came, we have to rest a little bit and then explore and then study and then look for part-time work or something like that. I'm not saying that start working immediately, but I'm saying that study wise, be more serious in the first year, because first year is the year where you don't actually have to do anything. They don't give you any pressure at all in first, especially for Indians, because we do like 8 hours or 10 hours class a day in India, and they have here like, I don't know, 3 hours or so. So it is like really different, and I think like we need to study more in first year, according to second and third, because second and third we already have a lot to do. So first year is the year we can learn so much, basically, I would say.
What advice would you give to Indian students wanting to study your course at university?
It's the same. It's like just like when I came here, I did not study in my first year that much as I could have. So I was like a little relaxed. So do not be relaxed. We have a lot of programming to do. Learn it in the first year, so we can have help in the second and third year itself. So we don't have to do research a lot while we're doing assignments or something like that, because we kind of already have an idea what we are trying to work on. So yeah.
And what advice would you give to Indian students wanting to study at your university?
My university, it's like um I don't actually have anything to say, because I think it's not about universities. It's just about the as an international student, no matter where you go, how you're gonna live your life. Sometimes because we are alone here and it is another nation, plus we do not have the family, and we just have friends, people we know from all over the world. So just do the networking part first, like try to make friends, try to meet new people, so you get to know the culture, etc., etc. And especially in my university as well, like we have lots of every type of people everywhere, from everywhere. So yeah, just try to like get to know each other more, so that this is gonna help in like finding jobs or anything as well, if you are looking for something else, studies as well.
Can you tell us more about your YouTube channel, the name, what kind of videos you make, and your future plans?
So my channel's name is Ujjwal Choudhary Vlogs, which is about vlogging and student help. Basically, I also make videos related to students, what student ask for. Sometimes like how actually it is really to live in UK as an international student, how difficult or easy, or how you can manage it. or certain type of questions. People even DM me on Instagram and ask me different types of questions, so I pick up the topic from there. So many people, if so many people have been asking one question, that means that question is actually needed to be answered.
Mm.
And that's what I pick up it from. That's where I pick up the questions answers from. And other than that, I have lots of plans for my YouTube. If it works, keep watching, because I am gonna start vlogging soon, if national lockdown doesn't happen. And if it happens, then we are just gonna talk like we do, but hopefully it will all be good, because I'm certainly gonna be back with good content soon.
Okay. So at this point, I let students have what I like to call a free for all. You can say what you want about what you like. You can give advice. You can put your ads. You can say something smart. You can say something dumb. Literally, the floor is yours.
Well, I just would like to say that no matter how many YouTubers you watch, or no matter what questions you're gonna ask them, I would always suggest to research, because what you're researching for yourself is something that only you can do. Because even if we are trying, we can show you how we live, how what type of things we use, or everything like that, which might be helpful for you. But you need to find out if those things are actually going to be helpful for you yourself. Like searching for universities, I don't think any of the YouTuber would remember any university on the tips, that you should go to this university or you should choose this course. You need to be certain about yourself. You need to research, even if it is for hours, I would say, just like I did. And I don't regret it, because I got to know stuff. And then we are already here to answer any question you have. For example, anything about studies, or anything about coming to UK, international students, or all over the world. Once you are certain about what you have to do, obviously we're also going to be helping you. And you would also be happy as well afterwards, that okay, you would have certain questions about certain stuff, and you will get answers so quickly as well. So yeah, just work on what type of course or what type of universities and cities you want to get into, and then I think this would help you a lot. When you come here, you would already know how you hoped it to be, how you researched it to be, and how it actually is. So yeah,
Okay.
all the best
So
to you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
amazing. Thank you.
No problem.